What's up, guys? Welcome to my playthrough of Metaphor. This is part 84.
Let's go.
In the previous video, we explored the final dungeon. We took down 2 more bosses. And so we really only have 1 more boss left. I also went back and completed exploring this area to the left. So what happens is that after you defeat the boss in this area, all the doors unlock. So it's actually a better idea to just beat the boss and then come back here. But, we already did that, so I'm just not going to do it again. So let's go up here. I have a feeling there's going to be some kind of boss battle here. Maybe. Who knows? Let's heal up a bit.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
There's a Magma Hollow here too.
All right.
Well then.
Hard to save.
Let's go.
Looks like there is a boss battle. I see a lot of magma. So, I think this is a good setup. We'll see. I mean, we're basically very hard to beat by now. So, I'm not that worried.
Something up?
Onward.
Be careful.
This place.
Is this where His Highness was attacked?
This is where it all began then.
Now we know Forden manipulated Rella to attack the prince, then tried to shift the blame to Luis to get him pushed out of his station.
No doubt Forden underestimated Luis as a mere child. And when he regained his grasp on the military, the Sanctifex was taken entirely by surprise.
How little of this I understood before. Yet now all is clear. Alsace left me behind to protect me.
But the prince made it back. He's come this far to do what must be done.
You speak true. Thank you. I failed in my mission that day, but I will not fail a second time.
Fate is a strange thing. What began in these halls will soon end here. But the fight is not against any agent of the curse who remains, just 2 of its victims.
I feel like we're being set up for another assassination attempt on the prince. Let's see what
Not
happens.
that strange to me. Just means we've moved on. We've already nixed the curse, and this fight ain't just over the past anymore.
Basilio!
Indeed. This battle shall decide the future king. Wasn't expecting.
You wanna take this outside, old fella?
Wait! Something's coming!
This uncanny Magla. Is this...
Nice. Okay, Sorba. Yeah, I was right. They're trying to kill us in this room.
So you've come, but you will go no further.
What have you done to yourself?
Ah, of course. This is your first time seeing me like this. Witness how I've ascended to even greater height. Wonderful, is it not? Lord Luis can take a wretch like me, someone fate condemned, and turn me into a man of power. Zoba.
Did you willingly endure Luis's spell? Did you let him twist your form?
So it's true then. No matter someone's tribe, he can turn them human and make them a monster.
What the hell is worth that? You call this a man of power? Luis turned you into an abomination.
Call me what you wish. This is the form I desire. If Magla is a person's anxiety, why resist it? If you long to be liberated, you need only unleash it. In Lord Luis's world, strength is the ultimate judge of all. Nothing else matters. It's freedom and fairness. We're moments from the dawn of a perfect new world.
And how many sacrifices do you reckon it'll cost?
What does it matter? What world was ever won without sacrifice? No, to be bled on an altar so fair and just. It's a noble and beautiful thing. Lord Luis strives to build us a utopia, and I, not you, shall be first to make it my home. You were dealt a winning hand in the game of life. By sheer chance! You have everything I never will. I will not let you soil our new world. You'll die before you ever set foot on liberated ground. With this power, I nurtured under Lord Luis, I will deny you everything! Now die! All of you die! There's no place for parasites like you in our new world!
What point is there to a new world?
Save your breath, Stroll. He is beyond reason.
You're one to talk of reason, you imbecile! I'm not here to chat. I'm here to annihilate you!
I have to help everyone. This is why he fought for Luis so desperately?
Falling back!
So, the first boss of the game becomes one of the last bosses of the game.
Come on, follow me! I think I call upon a royal soul! Come on, help me out! Watch me! Purify!
Falling back. Moving to the rear. Tycoon! Guards out! Eyes forward!
Huh. Perhaps this suit. Face me! That all you have?
Why won't you shut up and die?
What to do?
Can't let it go unnoticed.
Fear me! Cowardice army! All who oppose Lord Luis shall die! Fear me! Cowardice army!
I cannot think.
Heisman's anxiety
Time for some
is mounting.
close combat. Come
He gets
forth,
hit.
Royal
He'll
Soul!
be in big trouble.
This is it!
Our world has no room for the likes of you!
Right on target.
How could this happen?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna do anyways.
This'll be over soon enough. I call upon a royal soul. Looks like you can't brute force through this. Come on, follow me. I think not.
He's weak to dark.
I'll leave this to
You
you.
face Hulkenberg!
Not this. By this power, the magic seeds!
I am meant for his world! My new form proves
I'll save this.
worthy.
No holding back!
Is this truly my limit? I was saving this.
Die!
I see your game.
Stop flailing!
Nice.
Knight! Not now. I defer to you.
Let's go. This is it! Still up?
I really hope we can defeat him this turn.
Not done
Let
yet.
us clean up. Now accept your fate. How about this?
To the rear guard! To you!
Of Lord
I will by
Louis.
this power, the magic seeds!
Nice. That was ridiculously easy.
Not again! Lord Louis!
Wonder if he has like a second form, because that was way too easy.
Ever greater heights.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Well, just do magic build.
I continue.
Tremble before me.
Damn it! Why? Why does this world keep rejecting me?
How could you push your body this far?
Your deeds bespeak a heart of incredible loyalty, Zorba. It is a tragedy that you have pledged it to the wrong man.
You're the ones who've got it wrong. This world doesn't have much longer. I know you feel it too. Deep down, don't you? Nobody has any choice in how they'll live their lives. They don't even realize it should be their decision. You can't change that world without destroying it. The only man willing to fight for a better world is Lord Louis. Why can't you see that? I get it now. Zorba, you're the only one who understood everything Louis wanted.
And fought for it anyway.
I don't care if I'm just a stepping stone. Lord Louis can build his world on my corpse. A world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live. Zorba.
There was naught to be done. He chose his path.
Tell and I never knew how to deal with him. Always gloomy and moping about. Then he'd burst with this sudden anger, shouting and lashing out like. Thinking back on it now, makes me wonder if the outbursts were all cries for help. Was it really Louis who did this to Zorba? Or...
We can't waver now. I'll not deny, Luis's words ring true in some ways. But he turned Zorba into a monster, and not with words alone, however badly Zorba wished for it. If Luis really cared to protect him, would he have pushed him to such horrors? It's all a fallacy in the end.
A fallacy, eh? You suppose all that business about equality is just a smokescreen? His ambitions are just dead selfish? I don't know if I buy it myself. Would Luis tell such a shallow lie?
There might be something else to this.
But Zorba never turned against him, in deed or in heart. And he still twisted him like that. It wasn't for his protection.
Speaking of which, he mentioned something curious at the end. He spoke of a new world of beautiful equality, where only the chosen may live.
In other words, only those who obey will survive. That's the deal Luis has been spouting since the start.
I get the feeling that's too simple. Remember Rella's vision? A land full of feral humans, with people either running or going mad. I just doubt we can take Luis's speeches at face value. If his true intentions were as simple as that, Rella wouldn't have left us with that image.
You think Luis still has a real purpose we're not aware of?
No point in pondering it here. We're bound to find him eventually, so we can question him then.
The last statue is close by as well. Let us move onward, that we may do what must be done.
Time to go!
Actually, let's go back and save. So, you know, I actually think Zorba... Are you serious? We can't save. Are you serious? Anyways, I think Zorba is actually a pretty well-written villain. It's like, yeah, you know, somebody who craved power. Somebody who wasn't born with anything. But he was born with some very good skill in magic, and that's the only way he could succeed in this world. And so that's why he stuck to Luis until the end, where people can ascend based on power and not based on, you know, your original race or whatever.
What now? What now?
Let's heal up. Is there another boss here? Oh, there isn't another boss here.
But...
Even so,
what?
I suppose.
What was that? Something just fell out of the sky.
Whoa! It looks like a dead human!
It's not a human. A person? The body fell from the royal palace. What's going on?
I know this face. Isn't this the mage who was wreaking havoc at the cathedral months ago?
No. Couldn't be. If that's the man who was working for Luis, he'd be long dead. Wait. Has he been alive this whole time? Was he turned into a monster?
I told you, didn't I? It's just like what happened to the prince. Luis is behind the whole thing! Finally ready to talk, are we? Listen up, good people! Luis has lied to all of you!
So then, all that about the fake prince being a monster, that was a lie? He's truly His Highness?
But still, as long as we obey, Count Luis will protect us.
Oh, come off it! You can't just take Luis at his word, people! This Zorba, the man who just crashed down, was one of the Count's most loyal men!
This was Luis's doing. If that's the case, even if we obey, we don't know what he'll do to us.
This is what I've been telling you. Luis isn't wiping out these monsters. He's bloody well mass-producing them. There's even evidence he's giving them orders to attack. Look, we're talking about a man who's openly declared he'll execute anyone he feels like, even average citizens, if they don't fall in line. Is that the king you want?
No, lies. I don't believe you.
Count Luis is our savior. He's supposed to save the world.
But what if he turns us all into monsters?
About time. Is this the moment the royal capital wakes up to the truth? Is that? Huh. Well, well.
What's the situation? Have we even the slightest hope of defeating Luis?
Been a long time, my lord. You've always had a keen eye for reading the situation. Well, the winds are changing. Now, it's just a matter of what you choose to believe in. Can you smell it? There's change in the air.
Those voices just now. That was Batlin, and the others, wasn't it? They all sounded startled to see Zorba's corpse.
Finally, a reasonable reaction. Seems we've destroyed all the statues then. That should help get people back on our side, don't you think?
Indeed. The sight of Zorba must have finally gotten it through their heads. All Luis has to offer them is insanity.
So, none of the king's servants remain.
Then our people are at last sound of mind. Your vile magic will deceive them no more.
My magic? I deceive no.
What do you mean? You were responsible for all this chaos, weren't you?
In any case, there can be no more doubt. Your support and mine have finally reached parity. You've come quite a way in the short time since the day of your despair. Commendable in all honesty. A marvel indeed. Perhaps I can no longer afford such indulgence. So be it. Come to the throne. With the power of the royal scepter in my hands, I will give you what you deserve.
You have the royal scepter. Surely you haven't.
And as we may now speak plain, I will tell you the truth of both the royal scepter and this very country. I'll be waiting.
Wait, so Luis got his hands on the royal scepter? This is bad. Extremely bad.
Even should we win the majority vote, it won't matter who the new king is. Luis alone would have the power to doom the entire nation.
We've just got to get it back. He wants a face-to-face showdown? Well, we'll give him one.
Hurry.
No.
Luis.
Let's hurry. Yep.
Is all well?
I'm heading out.
Such a countenance. So you truly are the Prince Reborn. I must say, you and your father are cut from the same cloth. Quite unpredictable as death looms.
What of you? Is this hornless form your own true being?
I'll say this here for your own good, Luis. Hand over the royal scepter. Only the one who has earned the people's support is fit to be king. You and us. We can still end this without more bloodshed.
No path forward is bloodless. The king may have avoided it, But the people will only shed his share. That has been this country's crime for too long. Those in power exact the price of their greed from the people, then preach that such pain is a natural trial to be overcome. The indolent powers of this land have poisoned it with their lies. There is no cure but destruction.
Who's the real charlatan here? You turn people into monsters and convince them it's salvation. Even Zorba, your most loyal vassal, you twisted into a monster. You promise protection to your devoted, yet always fall short of the mark.
I have never lied. I swear upon my name, it is one of the greatest trespasses I can imagine. Have you never wondered why the king's magic is so strong in force? Or why the royal scepter can only be used by those who bear the public's favor? One royal hand clutching one bejeweled rod does not alone accomplish such wonders of magic. But what if it drew magic not from its wielder, but from the masses? That is the truth. The royal scepter is a divine relic that absorbs Magla from people across the kingdom. And thus, the royal magic's power is near inexhaustible. Such has been the royal family's tradition for centuries, generations upon generations. Do you know what this means? Magla is mortal anxiety, which means that the people of this country now have no choice but to perpetually direct their anxiety to the king, simply to stay safe.
Absurd. And how do you explain the people of the capital going mad?
It was no madness that took them. The Magla spews from their helpless hearts at a rate far greater than the scepter can absorb. Hence the stagnation. The behavior now on full display is their inborn, true nature. When they cannot control their fears, they lash out at neighbor and outsider alike. And that is mortal weakness.
That's who they really are.
In a world like this, order built on mutual understanding is but a dream within a dream. Before we achieve resolution, the people must be corrected. On the day the late king's magic fades, I will shake the royal magic anew. All the Magla gathered over these months of turmoil will be restored to the people. Those who can overcome it will be reborn as new humans. Thus, we achieve our first round of natural selection. Our first step towards a world truly fair and just.
Natural selection? New humans? What absurd delusions.
Delusions? You witnessed how the prince lost his very self to my spell, and then re-emerged with powers and will burning ever brighter.
You mean you would do to the people exactly what you did to him? You would use the royal magic to inflict such horrors on all the crown's subjects?
Those who follow me and accept the rule of power will surely survive by virtue of their own will. But if they give in to fear, yes, they will lose both form and mind. That is what it means to protect those who follow. It is not a salvation given of empty charity, but earned through the providence of power.
Then, that's your true ambition. That's why you sent Zorba to the royal funeral. You never even wanted the throne. It was all for the royal scepter.
The shows of power, terrifying the people. It wasn't just manipulation. You justified all of that.
The man would turn all people into humans. It defies all sense.
Worry not. You've proven you're more than worthy. I've little doubt you'll survive the first culling and move on to the new world. You mentioned earlier that we might still resolve this without bloodshed. Then, I put the same offer to you. Join me, Prince. Born of Elden blood, welcoming anyone regardless of tribe. It is no coincidence that you and I take inspiration from the same book.
Don't let him sway you, Your Highness.
I know you detest injustice as I do. Come with me. Let me lend you my power, and together we will change the unfair world we seek to destroy.
don't seek to destroy this world or any other.
Exactly!
Should you deny me, then what? How would you fix this country? You must have seen it everywhere you traveled. Tradition, superstition, family honor. And all those struck down unjustly in the name of such authorities. The only cure for such suffering is a simpler world, in which strength triumphs over pain. It is not a solution without cruelty. But surely the fairness it would restore to our lives is worth any sacrifice. Come with me, and we can realize this dream. What say you?
The fairness you speak of is false.
He's got the right of it, Luis. It's not even about what'll be sacrificed. It's about having respect for what the dream costs. And you've got none of that. You keep talking about your laws of power. But what that comes down to is you figure some people in this world just deserve to die. If that's what you believe in, then you can hate Forden all you want, but you're no different.
Be silent. I once had my own aspirations. Yes, I had dreams. But what has the world ever done for us?
What's happening?
The royal scepter? But how?
So be it. There is still time until my magic settles upon this land. Until then, I will watch the world collapse from my perch at the top.
Wait! Luis!
I've done this for their sakes, not for mine. History and the will of the people will prove that. If you have the strength to weather this storm and come to me, I will deem you a worthy opponent. It will be a mercy to you, at the very least.
If we push forward, we'll be in grave danger. This storm itself is a maelstrom of pure magla.
Maybe this is just what it looks like. When the people's minds are slaves to their anxiety and fear.
That doesn't mean the solution is to deform them into monsters. The man's an arrogant lunatic.
We must give chase somehow.
Oh, aspirants to the throne.
This voice. Your Majesty?
The royal scepter has been taken. Luis now wields the royal magic to his own dark ends.
Luis was one step ahead of us. We did not expect him to seize and use the scepter before the final deadline.
His magic will be set in motion on the very day that the new king is to be decided. Such is the decree.
So it's just as Luis said. He won't let this campaign end any way but his. The bastard always loved making a spectacle of this. Your Majesty, you were killed by Luis yourself. Doesn't it matter to you that he may succeed as king?
I had sought death long before he granted it.
You wished for your own death? But what?
The ideals I once believed in. I no longer had the power within me to fulfill them. Thus, I ensured my very life would serve as key to activate the royal magic. Should revolutionary fervor seek to destroy my regime, should Luis or any other malcontent take my life, therein would lie the catalyst. Thus would I appear, on a day so appointed, with form and voice, given life by royal magic.
I see. No wonder the magic survived even the prince's reawakening. It was never a matter of retaliation against the church or anything of the sort. You truly wished to pass the crown to whoever the people elected of their own will.
Oh, Prince. My son. If thou wouldst inherit the kingdom, thou must stop Luis. That is a trial befitting one who would take the throne.
His Majesty's Magla has faded.
I guess that's it. It really is up to us to save this land's future.
Luis is just ahead. We have to find a way to get beyond this storm, reckless or not.
Let's fall back to the royal capital for now, so we can come up with a strategy.
Hey! He's running that way! Kill anyone who stands against Count Luis! We fight for justice! Make them understand!
Tis a battlefield out here. They know nothing of their savior's true intent, yet the streets are teeming with self-declared military police.
What's a man supposed to do when they're running around screaming about justice with bloodshot eye?
So it's a crime to even disagree now. He said this was just their nature. I suppose I can see where his disappointment springs from.
But your allies are working hard too. It's not all as bad as it looked.
We are grateful. We will believe in their support as they believe in us.
By the way, I talked with Nurus on how to get to Luis's location. And of course, he said there's only one thing for it. Armor up the Skyrunner and dive in.
That's your strategy?
Think, my girl. It's our best play. But with no time for modifications, I can't say how long she'll last in there. I say, we've got one shot to charge in.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight.
The road you run is perilous.
If we have but one chance, I'd say the final day is when we'd have even the slightest odds of success.
Right. That place is churning with the scepters gathered, Magla. But if the casting steadily drains it away, then much of the ambient Magla should be gone by the last day.
A proper dramatic do-or-die fight. At the very last minute.
We would walk a treacherous tightrope until the very end. But have we ever done things any other way?
We cannot yield now. Luis's ambitions must be stopped, even at the cost of our lives.
Let's give it a shot.
You worked out some more of the truth, yes? Can you tell me more about what happened at the Royal Palace?
Luis is Elden. Everything is as we were told at the Ancient Sanctum.
What? Bloody hell. That's a heavy hit right off the bat.
Luis knew the truth of the royal scepter. It's a divine relic that absorbs anxiety from the people. That's the fuel for its incredible power.
The masses have grown accustomed to a life where the king bears the brunt and responsibility for their anxieties. All this chaos comes from that dynamics reversal.
Might need you to slow down a bit. So that's his aim. Luis wants to make this a land of humans.
A drastic remedy to awaken the people spoiled by the royal scepter's power. And their horrific transformation is but the end to his chosen means. Yet I sensed some other reason to go to such atrocious lengths. He pursues some other purpose.
Well, if he's Elden, then Luis must have been there when the Sanctus Church made an inferno of his home. So, you suppose it's for revenge?
Can't say. He also ordered Zorba to directly attack the Ancient Sanctum after all.
Something he said stuck with me. About how he used to have dreams. Dreams long dead. I think he doesn't trust dreams. As in, he refuses to believe in anything that actually takes a risk. Like connecting with people or personal change. Maybe to Luis, dreams are just lies.
Perhaps he wants to push history forward with his own hands, like those of the world past.
It's ludicrous. I'll not let him get away with his self-obsessed madness. If we're to be ruled, it shouldn't be by someone who's given up on the world.
Indeed. Besides, the rightful heir stands with us. Should we succeed, you stand to inherit the throne soon. Are you prepared, Your Highness?
Yes, of course.
You really are committed, huh? In any case, we'll confront Louise on the last day. Until then, let's tie up our loose ends so we can fight with no regrets.
You've done a fine job so far. Time to follow through on those campaign promises, eh? Win this one for us.
Look at what Louise has made there. Unbelievable. We're getting in there, and we're going to tear it down.
What's that about?
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 4 days remain.
Have a look.
The deadline?
We got it, Brad. Ready?
Sure.
Beg pardon?
I won't stop. Oh.
Next time we're going out, so I guess we have to travel. Anyways, let's save. Let's just save here. We're not going to go back to this dungeon anyways. So next time we're going out. So I think... I assume that means... we're travel.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. Okay, what's the plan?
Now then.
Looks charming.
That's a choice. It's your call.
Let's be off.
Hopefully this unlocks our final bond.
What to pick?
Yes! Okay, good.
Stop.
And with this we should be able to get that trophy. So I actually don't know what we haven't cooked yet, because it looks like we have cooked everything. So I'm just gonna cook the secretest of secrets, because it's definitely the most useful item we have right now.
Hey!
And we get 2 of them. Let's hang out with you.
It's all right. Oh. No one else is here, right? The truth is, I wanted to ask you something today. A shameless sort of request, maybe.
I'm happy to do anything for you.
Would you consent to shake my hand? Please?
Sure, but why?
Wait, really? You will? Do you remember, the trials of Malnova? I said we Mustari have two kinds of handshakes. The one we did back then was to demonstrate trust, but this time, I want the other kind. I want to convey my feelings to you. Please?
Yes, I understand.
Oh, thank you. Are you troubled by something? You seem tense.
How did you know?
So I'm right, am I? Let me hold on a moment more like this. I felt it to be a sort of miracle. I never thought I'd be involved in any way with followers of Sanctism. That's why I was so hesitant at first. When I found myself clashing with them, I became even more unsure of what was right. But then, that very unsurety is what turned out to be the most important feeling, did it not? Once I learned what frustrated me, what I refused to compromise on, I knew then who I really am at my core. It led me to a realization. I only want to live in a world where you exist.
I feel the same way as you, Yuffie.
Do you mean I can stay by your side? Truly, you'll grant me something so special. It's all I could ask for. Just know that for me, no one could possibly replace you. I may not be accustomed to things here, but I like my life right now. I even like the people here, on the mainland. It's just that there's such a plethora of things I feel I must protect, and I don't always know how. But I prefer this over being protected. No matter what lies ahead, I will protect our future. That means you.
The Oracle Priestess, Yuffie, keeper and heritor of the Summoner's virtues. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
If everyone the world over could cooperate like this. My apologies. I've been holding your hand all this time. Oh, perhaps we can hold fast this way just a little longer. I'm glad.
Hello, hello.
Hey, would you mind not just barging in on us?
Nice. So, we just maxed out all the bonds and we got a trophy. That feels good. And it looks like the main character is supposed to be, what, paired with, what's her name? So it looks like that's canon.
My retreat for now.
Hulkenberg!
This might call upon a royal totally fireproof.
So makes a win.
A bit much. Up close and personal. We sure don't give up easy.
with me. Let's set it up. No, this won't. Let's go.
Oh, they should kill all.
Strike's true.
I don't think we've used this before either.
Wind. Just one left. Keep it up.
What? How does that miss? Like, why does it miss? Like, literally you are level, like, what, 70? And these guys are 37. And you still miss. Ridiculous. But anyways. And yes, I'm a little angry about that because it ruins our chances of getting the Unscathed Triumph bonus. Yep. God, I hate those bugs.
The sight of Malva prospering modest as though
Alright. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm stuffed.
Goats are pretty delicious. Is there anything here? We'll sell these later if we need to.
All right.
Now then.
Giving it some thought? Want to go back? It's time. Something up? Really? Let's see. Did you know?
All right then. What now?
Let's see. Come to think of it.
Fancy a bit of...
Hey! Hey! All right. Where to?
Let's go.
Alright guys, I think this is a good place to stop. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.